Hey guys, Matt Allen here. Welcome back to Tactical Bassin'. We're headed out on the water today. We have a storm that just blew out, and we've got a few hours before another one comes back in. We're gonna take that little weather window and go fishing. So we haven't even made it to our first spot yet, and it started pouring. And now it's back to a light drizzle. But thankfully, I had my packable rain gear in the boat because I didn't even bring rain gear today, like a genius. So my plan was to start out offshore, but I think we're gonna flip the switch. I think I'm gonna go right up shallow. With this rain going, it's a nice cool day. I feel like there's gonna be some shallow fish willing to eat topwater. Let's go try.
He hit that thing like a ton of bricks.
That was fun. Thank you, friend. This was not how I envisioned today going. I thought we were gonna be out between storms, nice and calm, but overcast. But I'll stand in the pouring rain if they'll eat a topwater any day. That's a Giant Dog X. That's a custom color that we've been working on. Hopefully more on that soon.
Got him. It feels like a good one. That one just ate the Giant Dog X. Nice fish. I'm out on the main lake, way out in open water, about 20 feet of water. These fish are out off the end of a point, but because of this cloud cover, they're feeding up. They're looking. They're aggressive. I've seen a couple of blow-ups out here. That's what brought me out here. Lo and behold, here's the fish.
Oh, it's a crappie. That's cool. So I stopped getting topwater bites and I stopped seeing blow-ups. I don't know if they were chasing some bait fish around that moved on. A little crappie. I switched to our tactical mini underspin with the swammer. That was the second cast.
Great species that time. Come here, buddy.
Definitely a group of them on this outside point. This is one of the places that I look for fish this time of year. The fish that have gone deep, they transition out to where points roll off. They go to offshore humps. You know, they go out to the ledges, but where they break off, right on those transitions is a really good place to go looking for schools of fish. You know, if you just want onesies, twosies, you can go down the bank and catch them, but offshore, out on the tips of, oh, missed him. Out here on the tips of points is where you're gonna find a big grouping of fish. Looks like all species are out here. Little white bass.
Oh, one just blew up out there.
I think that was, it doesn't look like a bass. I don't know what that was, but something blew up. Just remember, when all else fails, everything eats a little underspin.
Ooh. Yeah. Yeah, I thought that felt like a better one.
Come here, you. Oh, he's got a lamprey on him. I don't know if you guys have seen a lamprey eel before. They're nasty little guys. I'll show you one right there. That's a lamprey. See him hanging on there? He'll drop off here in a second. We'll do that bass a favor, get rid of that lamprey. Hey, get off of there. Get off of there. There he goes. Turn that poor bass loose without him. So far, all of these fish have come on the exact same cast, within 10 feet of each other. I'm in 16 feet of water, throwing into, if I was gonna guess, like 20 to 22. I'm letting that underspin sink down. Oh, one just blew up right here. Oh, look at them all, chasing bait. Come on, somebody. Oh, it's so neat when they come up chasing like that. So in the case of these fish, what they're doing is they're sitting on the end of a point. And as the bait fish come along, they, as a group, come out and ambush them. That's what's going on here. When there's no bait fish, they'll usually suck right up to that point. And when there are bait fish, they come out and they chase them around in the open water and then they go back home. Pretty good little system they've got out here. But I'm letting that underspin sink down, I don't know, halfway, 3/4 of the way to bottom. These fish, they're suspending, they're looking up for food. They're ambushing up. So I'm mid-column and I'm just slow, steady reeling it. Giving that, there's one way out there. Giving the underspin the occasional bump of the reel handle to just throw a little cadence change in there, and that's all there is to it. Oh, there's one chasing out there. I've got this one on, there's another one chasing. Come here, I gotta get rid of this white. Oh, that was a big one. Man, a big one blew up. I had a fish, oh! I had a fish on at the wrong moment. Gosh. There we go. That feels like a good one. He felt bigger than he is, but we'll take him. I had another underspin just laying there. This one has a Kitech on it. He's already rigged up, just had to tie it on. Gotcha. Man, he swallowed it. Again, tactical mini underspin, 1/4 ounce. This one has a 3.8 Kitech. The last one had that 3.5 inch swammer. They are on it. Let's fire another one out here together. See if we can get bit right away again. Man, when they're feeding, when they school up, they get aggressive. And you know, today is significantly cooler than it's been. It's a really nice day. Oh, missed him. With the rain subsided, I mean, it's just awesome conditions. It's been good conditions for them all day, but I wasn't having the best time. But now that that rain has knocked off, I mean, it is feeding weather. See if we can get one more over there. Then maybe I'll switch it up, throw a swim bait or something bottom contact. I don't know. We'll see if we can find a big one out of this bunch. Man, these fish don't want anything else. They are eating that under. Oh, I spoke too soon. There we go, on top. I had thrown a mag draft. I'd thrown a burrito, and I'd made half a dozen casts to the topwater, nothing. I was about to pick the underspin back up and boom, another one on the topwater. Guess we'll go a little longer. I've seen some fish blow up that are bigger than what we've caught. I've seen 2 big ones, so I know they're in the mix here. There's one, smaller one, but we'll take him. Come here. I love throwing a walking bait. It's so fun. Just got bit. And that is crazy. So I'm not gonna make you guys watch all of it, but these fish are way more dialed in than I ever would have thought. So I have strolled 2 different baits. I just wanted to find out what they would and wouldn't eat. 2 different strolling baits, deep diving crankbait, a mag draft, a burrito, a jig, a wobble head, and a shaky head are all on the list of things they didn't touch. I haven't moved the boat yet. I was just curious, you know, it's a relaxing afternoon. Now that that rain has backed off, I'm just hanging out, I'm having a good time. So I was just curious. There's obviously a bunch of fish here. So I threw all those different things the same place. Nothing happened. I picked that underspin up. I get bit on the first cast. Granted, I didn't hook him and I haven't been bit on this cast, but it's amazing. I mean, a topwater and an underspin right there. Look at that. White bass. Oh, calm down, calm down. It's obvious those are the items that these fish that matches whatever it is that these fish are doing, right? They'll eat anything if it matches what they're feeding on. Now, underspin and the topwater, I think they're staying higher in the column. That underspin is giving us some flash, so it's catching their attention, but it's fascinating that they just will not touch a bare swim bait right now. Ooh, missed it. Got it. Oh, spotted bass. But we are catching a little bit of everything today. There we go. Hey, buddy. So what I've done is I repositioned the boat. I came around and got on top of this point. We're essentially still in the same place. But now I'm up shallower, throwing way out deep, coming straight up the slope. Before I was going across the break. Now I'm going straight up the break. That's all I'm doing. If we don't catch a higher quality fish, one that's significantly different, we'll probably make a move pretty soon. Just keep bouncing around, see what else we can run into today, but I'll never complain about catching a pile of fish. Another white bass. All right, guys, we are gonna make a move. We made a pretty substantial run. We've actually made 2 stops. I missed one on the last stop, but that was it. Just pulled up here. That's the first one. He just loaded up on it. Similar pattern, although we're quite a bit shallower. We're like, I don't know, 6 to 8 foot here, right where this point comes out, and again, does that roll off. It's where it seems like these fish will collect, and we can get into schools of them. Like I said earlier, if I'm gonna do the work to locate fish, I'd rather, this time of year, oh, missed one. I'd rather locate a school than a single fish because it's the same amount of work. Oh, one just blew up right there. It's the same amount of work either way. Got him. I saw that one blowing up. That was cool. Thank you, friend. Right under the boat. All right. Exact same size fish as we found on that first school. Just less of them. So I think we're gonna make another move. There's another one swimming with him. I went, put on the bigger underspin. This is our full-size tactical underspin, 3/8 ounce, 4.75 swimmer. Just to see, you know, is it a size thing? Could I get a bigger fish if I upsized, or is this just what this group of fish is? Little guy. Pulled up to a new spot. I thought I'd use the wind to our advantage. So I pulled up on a point where the wind's blowing up on it. Just fired up shallow and was slow rolling that full-size underspin. Missed him. Missed him. Missed him. I'm going with not a big one. How about you? Oh, too funny. Hello. A little better one. There we go. That'll do. I love it. Maybe upsizing is gonna pay off. Gosh, that's fun. This turned out to be a really fun day. I'm so glad we came out. When I launched, I thought we had a 5-hour window between the end of one storm and the start of the next. When that rain started up, I just hung my head. I'm like, the weather is so unpredictable here. That stuff happens all the time, but I just had it in my head. We'd have a clear window, it would be calm. But when we got out here and they just started munching, I mean, it can be a squall, who cares? We're catching a lot of fish today. We're catching them fun ways. Catching them on the spinning rod, catching them on the bait caster, topwater, underspins. I mean, it's a ball. Let's get a few more. Thanks, little buddy. I appreciate you. All right, guys, we're gonna wrap this one up. We ended up with a beautiful bite window today. I mean, the conditions were amazing. The fish were cooperative. I love days like this. Nice, cool weather. And we were able to catch them several different ways. I was actually surprised at the number of ways we couldn't catch them. Like, a lot of the traditional things that should work right now were not happening today. But it was obvious that those fish were keyed in on bait fish. And in my mind, those bait fish were active. They were up because the fish were up off the bottom, which is why those traditional baits on bottom weren't getting bit. They weren't even in front of the fish. But any day that you can go out and catch them on a topwater, I mean, I'll take it. That Giant Dog X has become one of my all-time
favorite topwater baits to throw. I love when that bite is going on. And then, I mean, underspin fish. I'll take that any day I can get it too. Catching them on the full size underspin, catching them on the little one. If you guys aren't familiar with the difference, so Tim and I designed these with dirty jigs. It's a very unique underspin. We corrected a lot of the problems that existed in all the underspins that I could find on the market. We did things like removing a barb on top. See how the top is completely smooth? That's because when a bass clamps down or when you hit them, you're in the roof of their mouth. The top is the part that is rubbing on the roof. So if this has a barb on it up here, you wear your baits out so much quicker. You go through twice as many baits, if not more. So we eliminated that. We were super careful about our dropper arm length so that when you put on any of the popular swim baits, any of them, they will all have perfect clearance for that blade to be able to continue spinning. But the big difference is our mini underspin. Let me grab it here. Our mini underspin comes in 1/8 up to 3/8. There's 4 sizes, but they all feature the same 1/0 heavy wire hook. So it's a super stout hook. You can throw it on 6-pound, but you can also throw it on 10 or 12-pound and you won't bend it out. Super adaptable, but they all have the same hook regardless of the weight. When we switch over to our full size underspin, sometimes I call that the underspin series. They go from 3/8 to 3/4, but you have a variety of hook sizes to pair to any bait or any conditions. In this case, I wanted a smaller hook today so that I could go with a little bit lighter line, which in the end, it turned out it didn't matter at all, particularly with the cloud cover, the way the fish were eating. I think I could have thrown this thing on 25-pound line and they still would have bit it. They were firing today. But we can match the hook size and the weight to all the different baits that you want to throw. Guys, I'll link everything I used in the video description today, from like right down to my packable rain gear that saved my rear end today because I didn't have my regular rain gear with me. My good suit, my Fortress suit, is in the truck, and lo and behold, it started raining, and it rained for a couple of hours, but I was fine just in my packable gear, which is awesome. But I'll link the baits, the rods, all that stuff in the video description for you. Hopefully you enjoyed coming along today. If you did, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and we'll talk to you soon.